What's going on, guys? It's nobody's favorite podcast, the Sessions Podcast, and my name is Matt.
I'm Randall.
I'm Gabe.
And I'm Kevin.
And I just want you guys to know that I love women and I think women are beautiful.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Wow. I forget. Was my response?
Dude, I don't know. I told her to shut the fuck up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, do we want to give a little context to I love women?
Way to be real non-problematic with the I don't give a fuck response.
Okay.
Holy shit, no, I didn't actually say that. I just was like, cool, buddy, and then left.
Okay, so the Sessions boys got together over the weekend, went to a party together, a small party, COVID-friendly party at that, but
there were only 350 people. Don't worry about it.
It was only the biggest rave I've ever been to in my entire life. Oh my god.
Only, yeah.
This looked like stupid town.
So there was this. So we were there, and there was like a couple. The person who was hosting invited some of her friends that we don't know.
We'll probably be on the podcast at some point.
Yeah, probably. But so there's this one chick that was there, and was giving off this vibe of I've never had a drink in my life ever before, and was completely overreacting at how wasted she was. I was getting embarrassment from the way she was acting.
All I'm gonna say is I would hate to be her the next morning.
Let's put it this way: it's like giving a child candy for the first time. That
Exactly.
intense sugar rush you get. That was pretty similar to the level of energy she was emitting.
Right.
Yeah,
she was
intensely throw up in the bathroom and fucking...
like she was
good.
Like,
screaming though.
Yeah, she was completely normal at a point, and it was just like a switch. It was just like a switch got flipped, and she just popped off.
Lost it.
She was like screaming like, "Woo! I'm so drunk right now. Oh my god. I've had 9 shots. I'm so drunk right now." And that was like
way over the top.
That was not the energy that was happening at the party. It was like a small party.
Well, it was probably like,
and like
her party, quote unquote party level, was at something for 350 people.
Yeah. Like, think full-on rave, you know?
Yeah.
That kind of energy.
And this was
She's
probably
putting that out
like,
at essentially...
Yeah, this was probably, what, like a 12-person party?
She was
probably
Kai's
less.
House, basically.
Yeah.
It was probably less than 12, maybe like 10.
Yeah, so the
9,
four of
10
us,
people.
the 4 of us were chilling on a couch waiting to play BP, and we're all just posted up there. And she comes in and she's like, "Guys, I'm so drunk!" And we all just look at each other like, what the fuck? Who is this bitch? What's going on? And it was
None
awkward.
of us have ever met her, by the way.
What'd you say?
I said none of us have ever met her, by the way.
Yeah, none of us have ever met her in our entire life. And she's coming
Well,
up
I mean,
to us.
actually, that's not entirely true, gentlemen. She's been at like the past 3 parties. She's just never spoken a word because I don't think she had a touch of alcohol. And I think it's time
she got a little loose.
Sent to the fucking moon.
Yeah. So she was going around to us and other strangers who she's never met, and was just literally grabbed Kevin by the shirt and screamed in his face that she was drunk.
Yeah, dude, she was like ripping my shirt down to try to pull me down to her level because she was like fucking 5. Dude, I don't even know if she was 5 foot, but she like grabbed onto my collar and tried to like rip me down, and so I was like, "What the fuck?"
Keep in mind, Kevin is one of those tall.
I am so
fucks.
drunk. And I was like, "Okay." I was just like, "What? Let go."
There's no way to properly respond to that. I think she looked at me and was like, "I'm so drunk," and ooh yeah. Like I didn't know what to say.
Like, congrats. Sorry.
And she was like, I'm
Like,
gonna take
Your-
my
your
10th
response-
shot. Who wants to take my 10th shot with me? And like her friends who were there were like, no, calm down. You can't have any. Shut the fuck up. I can do whatever I want.
Oh, I wasn't there for this part. What?
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I had no recollection of any of this.
Really?
I know there was some girl yelling and screaming. I had no idea it was like to this extent.
Oh yeah, dude. And then we got so annoyed of it that we went outside and we were chilling outside. And from like the table we were sitting at to looking into like the dining room, like living room kind of area they have, there was like a glass door that you could
Door.
see through. And we just saw her go up to this other group of people that were sitting on the couch, and she goes into their face. We can't hear what she's saying 'cause it's all muffled, but she's like screaming. And then like two people get up from the couch to try to like calm her down. She gets one of them and slams her against the wall. I think that's what it looked like. But we're like,
Dude,
what the
it
fuck
really
is going
did.
on?
And
I
like,
do,
the fucking
I do,
house
I do
shook
remember
from the
that. I remember that
outside.
happening.
I
Yeah.
vaguely remember that. I'm gonna be real. I was
it
crossfaded.
literally shook from the outside.
Yeah, she either slammed the other girl into the door for some reason, or when she picked her up and grabbed her, she fell and turned around and slammed into the wall. But either way, it was her grabbing onto this other girl and then one of them slamming into the wall.
Yeah,
She
it was
so
a pretty aggressive.
Long story
When that
short,
person hit the
homegirl
wall.
was a walking, talking party foul.
yeah.
Yep.
It completely killed the vibe, so much so that Randall, Kevin, and Matt
left.
just dipped, and then I was left there because I didn't drive with them. So I kind of just had to suffer for a little bit, because then I felt bad, because then someone came up to me and they're like, wait, are you leaving with them? And I'm like, no. I was gonna say, oh no, I drove, but I'm gonna go too. But I was like, oh yeah, no, I drove separately. And they're like, oh, thank God. I thought you were gonna leave too. That would have been so sad. And I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm staying. So I kind of low-key just walked around for like another 30 minutes, you know, having to listen to this chick screaming and pretty much being a terrorist.
Oh, Gabe, I feel bad because like we only dipped because we thought you were dipping too.
No, I should
Dude,
have.
I told you to come over, you fuck.
Yeah, I just
Dude,
felt bad.
All I'm saying, boys, is surfing saved our life there because our excuse to leave. I was like, oh yeah, 8 a.m. to surf tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot the part where. So this kind of leads into something else we wanted to talk about, but she was like claiming that she was gay all of a sudden. So she like came out, and apparently like her friends that knew her already, like she had never told them or anything that she was like gay at all. And she was saying, I want to kiss. We'll come up with a fake name. We'll just say
Jennifer.
That's been our go-to fake female name.
Hey, yo,
But-
she's
It's
not
the
kissing-
easiest name. Easiest
Hey,
name.
yo, she's
Jennifer.
not kissing 3 out of my 5 exes. That's bullshit.
So she's like, I want to kiss Jennifer on the lips, and her friend Jennifer is like bi. So like I think we were like theorizing that she's like low key. What's the word for it? It's personality parroting. That's what it is. It's when someone hangs out with someone too much and goes too far into mimicking their personality. So it was just like
Is
this.
Jennifer the host of the party?
Yeah, she's the host of it.
I didn't think she said she wanted to kiss Jennifer on the lips. I thought she said she wanted to kiss a crawfish on the lips.
I agree with Matt.
No, she said Jennifer.
No, she definitely said a crawfish.
Yeah.
A crawfish? I don't know.
Not the host. Gabe, let me text it in sessions.
Okay. Oh wow. Yeah, I have no idea who the hell that is. But I heard Jennifer, I mean, she was saying that after you guys left, so maybe she did switch it. So both. But anyway, so she was just screaming like, I want to kiss Jennifer on the lips. I love her. I'm gay now. And I'm like, what the hell's going on, dude?
Oh.
Like, it came out of nowhere. And Jennifer has a boyfriend too. So that's just kind of awkward.
Who we're all friends with.
Yeah, we're all friends with Jennifer and her boyfriend. So it's like it was just very uncomfortable, and everyone's like, "No, calm down. You can't do no, you can't do that." Chill. And she's like, "I'm gonna take a shot with Jennifer, and then we're gonna make out." And at that point, I'm like, I just need to go, and I just silently slipped out the back and dipped. Because
I just texted Jennifer, "Hey, your friend was going off last night."
Dude. Way to be non-problematic again.
Dude, don't tell me you guys don't want to hear her side of this.
I kind of do. Yeah, let us know when she
But at the
responds.
same
I want to hear
time-
her either excuse or apology for it.
Yeah, same. Yeah, same. That's why I texted her, because if she responds while we're doing this, it'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, to get another perspective. But yeah, so we were talking about this before we started recording, but about personality parroting, and that's basically, or is that what it is, or did you just typo it? Is it pirating or parroting?
Oh, no.
Parroting.
Parroting.
Like a
I just
parrot.
kinda made it up. But,
Okay.
yeah, it's like how Gabe tries to act like the baby all the time. And,
Yeah.
Let's go.
I just had a deal in the
Yeah.
moan.
Okay, did you guys do the hand? Yeah.
I did.
Yes, sir.
You
No,
can't see. I just
I
put the finger
100%
guns to
did
my
not.
head.
Yes, sir.
I 100% did not do that.
Yesterday we were sitting at a table for probably 5 minutes, just going yeah, with the baby finger
Just
guns.
for no reason.
Yeah. I'm a CEO.
I don't know why I thought it was the
Okay.
funniest thing in the world. But yeah, so basically, there's a problem with people, not just this one person, but other people that we've met, of people who hang out with a friend or watch a show.
A
and basically,
person. Yeah.
idolize this person so much that they completely morph their personality to be this person. And it's very obvious, and it's super uncomfortable. And there's some people that do it, they watch a TV show or they start listening to a certain music artist and they become so obsessed with this person and idolize them so much that they just start dressing like them and talking like them and everything, and it's just super uncomfortable.
Dude, it's super weird. Dude, it's I think a really good comparison of it that people would understand are the people in fraternities at college who basically just become a Chad or a Brad.
Because they're trying to impress the people around them.
No, exactly.
So they default to bro, white dude bro, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of cringy. I haven't seen it in my fraternity. I don't think you've probably seen it in yours, Gabe, but I've definitely seen other fraternities do it.
Yeah, I find myself having to tell people, when I join a fraternity, I always have to add a side note when I tell people that don't worry, it's not a Chad Brad environment. It's very different, which kind of sucks that I have to do that because negative stereotype around it, but it does exist.
Oh, it's a very real thing for sure. I mean, for us, we're just kind of stony, kind of surfy.
Yeah. Well, then again, I think it has to do with that kind of area you're in right now.
Oh, facts.
Yeah. Just for reference, Matt decided to show up last night in a basketball jersey, jeans, flip flops, and a backward snapback.
Yeah, backward snapback. Completely unnecessary condition, but he just had to have it.
I do it because I have bad hair, if I'm being totally real with you.
Okay. Sure, we'll go with that.
Bro, I wear a snapback.
He said we'll go with that.
Yeah,
I
we'll
wear
go with
I
that.
wear a snapback everywhere. That's all I'm saying. I've been doing that since I graduated.
Yeah, dude, my hair is just like it's too powerful of a beast, you know. So I gotta wear this hat to like tame the beast. If you get what I'm saying, it's kind of crazy.
Oh, dude,
Uh,
the main's just out of control right now, dude.
I add on backwards to kind of contain it. You know, I could put it on forward, but like, I need to use the back of the bill to keep the rest of it down. You know.
Okay, you've got me on that one. You've got me on that one.
Yeah, I could have worn the hat forward. Could have worn like a dad hat, baseball cap kind of style. Had to go with the backward snapback. Had to.
I mean, shit. Even a bucket hat. I was rocking a bucket last night.
All
Yeah.
I'm saying is, I thought the backward snapback looked pretty good. Y'all are just haters.
Okay. Okay, frat guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Call me Brad from now on. Who do you know here, Gabe?
Going back to like the personality parroting, which I guess this is the Matt's new coin term. That's actually one of the reasons why I broke up with my girlfriend senior year. Yeah, was because like, so it was like I thought she was a specific person. I think I've told you guys about this. I thought she was a specific person because she had been emulating the personality of others around her and of like celebrities she had like followed. And then I slowly started to realize that personality was constantly changing based on those people, and then slowly realized that it was sort of like a facade, and that there wasn't much depth underneath. So I think it can be detrimental to a person wherein you base so much of who you are based off of like the people that you're surrounded, trying to emulate them, that you don't really spend much time or effort or energy into developing and like understanding who you are truly. So like, I don't remember how many months, it was like 5 or 6 months into it, I just realized like there wasn't like actually much depth or character really underneath that. So it can be super detrimental to a person, I feel like.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I mean, like, it's one thing to like emulate people and like see characteristics you admire in someone,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to have your like, your own shit below the surface.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
Like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Like, I mean, Kevin's a car guy, right? But there's so much more to Kevin than being a car guy. Or there's so much more to me than surfing, or there's so much more to Gabe than movies.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's the whole thing of like you are who you spend time with, and that's true to a certain extent. Obviously, you're going to be a product of your friends and the type of environment you're in, and that's going to mold who you are as a person, and also the type of media and art you consume. But you need to be careful in turning your other friends into you, or you into your friends, or like your favorite TV show into your entire personality.
Yeah. Like I mean, I will say it wasn't until recently I personally got into cars. Kevin was an influence on that, but just having like conversations with him about it, like we both have very like different, I guess, views on cars and just motor vehicles in general.
Very true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
No, but I would
still
say
the
like
same,
Randall,
like,
you're more
general
into like the
opinion.
JDM scene, whereas Kevin's more into like motorcycles and F1. Like, it's pretty distinct.
Yeah, I'm definitely more of like a Euro racer dude.
Yeah.
But regardless,
Well,
I don't think it matters, if you're into specifically the same exact thing. Like, for example, Matt and I could have the same exact favorite album and artist, and we love the same exact songs, but that doesn't mean that I am copying Matt or Matt is copying me, for example.
Yeah.
I think that, obviously there's going to be cases of like coincidence, or some people who call it destiny, that you're into like literally the same exact thing. But yeah, I think there's a difference of people just straight up copying.
Oh, 100%. I don't know. I think part of it though is I feel like we live in an era where diversity isn't as treasured as much as conformity kind of is, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like,
it's I've been listening to Because of the Internet by Childish Gambino, which is one of my favorite albums of all time. And a little bit of backstory on it before I get to the point is that like the album he intended for the album not to just be an album, it's supposed to be an experience, and the experience evolves over time, like he slowly adds to the lore of the album. So one of the things he did to attach to the album was a screenplay, and basically the album is supposed to supplement the screenplay, like it's supposed to be the soundtrack to the film, basically. And so I've been listening to this podcast that goes over it, and one of the things that comes up in it is this hashtag that's popular on Twitter, and it's hashtag Roscoe's sweatsuit. And Childish Gambino, who plays like the main character in the screenplay, is called the Boy. So the boy has no idea what the hell Roscoe's sweatsuit means, but he keeps seeing it everywhere, and he basically starts to realize that like everything is meaningless, like conversation and media is completely meaningless because no one has any idea what they're talking about and they don't care to understand what they're talking about. So he keeps encountering all of these different people, like at a restaurant or at a bar or just on the street, like graffitiing like Roscoe's sweatsuit or tweeting Roscoe's sweatsuit or talking about it, and he keeps asking these people, what does that mean? Why are you talking about it? I just saw it was trending on the internet. So it's like he's basically commentating on like our society today, in that people don't really care about who they are or what they talk about or what they do, as long as they're fitting in society, and that they're kind of fitting the mold that they quote unquote need to fit into. It sucks. That's like the place we're at.
I think we talked about that in one of our like earlier episodes. I had mentioned about that, like during quarantine I was able to like, find myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not on Instagram right now. I do have Twitter, but like, I think being away from social media kind of gives you a different perspective on like, I guess, what your values are, because you're not being influenced by other people's views, I guess, if that makes sense.
Right. Like
Oh,
every West Coast sorority girl, their Instagram looks exactly the same. They're all using the same filters, the same poses, the same captions, and they're basically doing that to conform, to just fit
and they
the
all have
mold
the
of what they
same
think they
daddy.
need. Yeah, exactly.
And I use the same lines to hook up with them.
Boy.
Yeah, hey, I think you're really pretty. Yeah, we talked about this on here.
Yeah, dude. Fucking even today, like my two friends, the twins, we were just hanging out today, and one of them literally just saw a girl driving, and he was like, "Hey, let me get your number." She just gave it to him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude,
Well, that and I feel like these tactics work a lot more now, because everyone is
People are
like
so
missing
desperate.
some kind of like human touch.
Yeah. Honestly. Yeah, I was thinking
that's essentially what everyone's missing.
yeah, I think due to this pandemic, people are losing their social skills. Like I feel like I'm somewhat losing my social skills just because I don't really have a place to interact with people. I don't know. It's like I think a lot of people are losing that trait or that quality, and I think like once this pandemic is over and everyone's back out there, everyone's gonna be so excited to like meet new people and go to these events. But I think it's gonna be super awkward for a while, in that like no one knows how to act. Like there's gonna be people that are gonna be too awkward and uncomfortable, and there's gonna be people that are going way over the top, so excited. But it's gonna be like super weird for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be a bit of like imbalance and stuff like that
But
with people interacting with other people.
But it's not
But
like
I mean,
not everyone was partying. You know what I mean? Like there was tons of people who were like breaking the rules.
Yeah. But for the most part, I'd say the majority of people somewhat adhere to the rules.
Facts. I love the like soothing sound of Randall hitting his vape.
Dude, Randall, you gotta turn down like your mic, bro. I can hear you playing 2K in the background.
Dude, yeah.
actually,
Yes.
no.
I texted you saying,
I'm
are
gonna
you
mute my
seriously
TV now.
playing 2K right now?
Yeah, I seriously am playing 2K. I'm
Bro,
in an
turn that
online
off.
game. We're down by online game down by 2, and I'm going absolute ape shit right now.
What quarter?
Third,
Oh my god.
halfway through the third.
Hurry this shit up, dude. They're supposed to be
man.
professionals. And Randall's over here playing
You know
2K.
I do this. You know I do this like every single podcast, right?
Actually?
Actually,
Dude, I'm surprised you didn't know. Fucking, I heard the clicks like 2 podcasts ago. And I was like,
I play 2K every single podcast.
That's so disappointing.
bro,
Or
I
a
was
video.
making out with
Hey,
Sarah.
am I not like voicing my opinion or being
I guess
contributory
so.
to the?
Bro, I fucking made out with Sarah during one of the podcasts one time.
Yeah, I'm not
Actually?
surprised. Those are typically
Yeah.
the podcasts you guys are either together or you're silent.
Wait, is it the one that she was on?
No, she's basically been at every single podcast, just so you know.
I
What?
assume
Yeah.
Oh my
when
god.
you're quiet, I assume you guys are fucking when you're quiet. That's what
Oh,
I
that's
assume.
not-
I feel like you
I'm
have
not
your
going to
mic
confirm or
on
deny
mute.
that one.
I'm just gonna say I think you have your mic on mute and you're just not paying attention.
I've never had sexual relations with that woman on the
Get the
podcast.
fuck out of here.
But no, I've made out with her during the podcast.
Oh my god, dude. I kick everyone out of the room, I start this shit, and then here we have
Hey.
Matt making out with chicks, and then Randall playing 2K. Kevin,
Don't-
I hope you're fully into this like I am, my guy.
Gabe.
Hey, I am
I'm
fully
sitting at a table with my mic
invested.
and
Don't give me
headphones
that.
on. I am fully
I'm
attentive
fully
to
invested,
the
Gabe.
podcast.
I'm
Gabe, I'm
fully invested, but I have relatively flow better when I'm like actively doing something rather than just sitting down and fucking.
And I basically live at my girlfriend's house. I'm not going to kick her out of her own room.
Are you there right
You're
now?
gonna make her sleep on her own floor.
Criminal.
Hey Kevin, you want to talk about the movie we saw this week?
Oh my god. Everybody, whatever you're doing, I mean, obviously, right now you're listening to Sessions, everybody's favorite podcast. But
Randall's because
I need you to stop. I need you to stop listening to Sessions and go watch Bahubali, The Beginning, on Netflix.
No, finish
and I need
finish
you to
the
watch
podcast
it on
and then...
max volume, and I need you to try to sing along. Try your best. It's an experience. It's a good one. I think. I don't know. I can't wait to watch the 3-hour second.
Bahubali,
Conclusion.
the beginning. That is probably in my top 10 movies of all time.
Really.
Easily. And like experience wise, okay, maybe not top 10, top 15, like experience wise.
It was a good story too.
That it is one of the worst yet best movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's so fucking overproduced. Dude, the CGI elephants. This.
Okay, I'll be honest. I was watching this movie with them. Halfway
I'm watching
through,
the trailer right
I
now.
was a little too high to like actually function, so I did fall asleep halfway through the movie.
Which is
But
a
from
crime.
what I did watch, it is a crime. But I will say what I did watch was good.
Dude.
But you.
Wait, okay, let me set the scene for you.
Whenever I hit Kevin's couch.
What?
So I have a bad habit of the second I sit on Kevin's couch, odds are I'm going to pass out.
Oh, that's.
it's too comfortable.
It's great. Yeah.
Okay, let me
a
set
good
the
time.
scene for you on what Bahubali the beginning is. It is a
Just saying the name
Hindu
gives me chills.
Bahubali the beginning.
Ooh.
Isn't it Bahubali?
Oh, you're right. You're right. Oh my god.
I
I
paid
sinned.
I paid attention. Get the fuck out of here.
It's
Crime.
okay, it's
Fuck you.
Bahubali. It's Bahubali, but I think
Okay, well,
Bahubali sounds better.
They were chanting it as Bahubali.
Yeah, but when
It
they
sounds
said
like-
his name, it was Bahubali. So a little bit inconsistent. Not the only inconsistency in the film. We'll get into that.
Very true.
Sounds like an anime.
It gives off anime vibes. I'll tell you that. Let me set the
Yeah.
scene for you on like what this movie is. It is basically this Hindu spoken film, like Bollywood action film, basically following this guy who's just super like strong. He's like super buff. He's so
He's
handsome.
he's essentially Hindu Hercules.
He
I feel like
is
that's a good way to
he
look
is Indian Chris Evans, basically. That's the way I
Yeah.
would equate it.
Or
And-
Chris Evans is the non-Indian Bahubali.
Oh shit. Oh my god. This guy's Captain Hindu, basically. So it starts off with Captain
Hey,
it
we got
starts off with
India.
So it starts off with Captain Hindu, who before he becomes Captain Hindu, he's just Hindu man. And he's super buff, super strong, and he is like, you know, doing these like tasks, and he's trying to climb this mountain. And and it's just like in his destiny to climb it. He doesn't know why. He just needs to climb it because no one's been able to climb it before. That's what everyone says in the town. No one's been able to climb this mountain, so he's got to climb the mountain. What was it? What'd you say?
And he's schizophrenic and he sees people when he tries climbing the mountain.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
you play like a racing
Also-
game and you're doing the time trials and you're racing against yourself. That's
Yeah,
that's
your
what
ghost.
he's seeing. Yeah.
Also, this dude has mad game, like no other.
Oh, he
facts.
pulls big time. Hey
I'm
baby
not gonna
girl,
lie, the
I've
one
seen your
scene didn't
pictures.
seem-
I wish
Y'all
it
are
was
some
just about this
clowns.
creepy ass Indian dude DMing girls on Instagram. Hey baby, send me pictures, baby. I want to see your toes, baby.
Okay, why do you default to toes?
Fine.
I think
I
they-
want to see your bobs and vagine, baby. Oh my god, show me. But so yeah, he needs to climb this mountain. So Captain Hindu finally climbs this mountain, and basically the plot is he sees this girl and he needs to help her rescue the princess. That's basically the plot of the story. He climbs the mountain, and when he gets up there, he realizes that there's this evil army, and the evil army captured the princess of this small village that's on top of the mountain. So he teams up with like the chosen warrior from their small village, and
Which he spit mad game to.
oh, hella, we'll get into that. That was low key. Like, I was getting creepy, rapey vibes from that.
It was creepy, rapey vibes, but it was like the smoothest creepy, rapey vibes I've ever seen.
Yes. Dude, props to India for making her a very strong, powerful female character. They put a female as the leader of this army. But immediately after that, we just watch her pretty much get sexually assaulted, which India, you got points, but you lost them immediately. Dare say you're in the negative points after that moment.
Yes.
But dude, the action, the CGI, the green screens are over the top. It is basically like someone. It's like you give a little kid all of the knowledge and information on how to create an action movie, and he's just like, and we're gonna do this, and then he does this, and then he like does that, and it's gonna be so cool. And that's pretty much what the whole like movie was just extremely over the top fights.
Gabe, hear me out, dude. when you make it big time, instead of trying to film direct in Hollywood, did you ever think of going to India?
Bro, low-key, I'm
Good.
highly considering making that Fast 10. Fast 10 your seatbelts.
Fast 10 your seatbelts.
But yeah, we'll talk about that rapey scene. So he finds the woman.
Oh my god.
So he finds the female warrior, the leader of like the army in this small village, and keeps like stalking her while she's like training and like preparing. And so she like falls asleep next to this lake, and he's swimming under this lake waiting for her, which doesn't make sense. My man needs to breathe. So he's been under this lake for like an hour. No,
Bro,
like, doesn't need
Oh,
it.
tattoos her hand.
Yeah,
he tattoos her hand underwater.
Yeah, he tattoos her hand underwater. He doesn't stick his head out to tattoo it. He pulls her hand under the water to tattoo it. Yeah. Oh, maybe
her hand was already in the water.
Oh my god, he's Aqua Hindu. He's Aqua Hindu. He's not. He's not Captain Hindu. He's Jason Momoa, dude. He's Aqua Hindu.
He should get a feature on Game of Thrones for sure.
So yeah, he tattoos this girl's hand, and then
I feel like we find these shitty pieces of media and just like meme the fuck out of it. Like, you remember Demon Time?
Oh yeah, we need to get into Demon Time but yeah, so he tattoos her hand. She goes, and they're like, the general's like, why did you tattoo yourself? You're vain. You're too.
Yeah, basically, you're putting yourself above the queen.
Yeah, and then she's like, no, I'm a warrior. I'll do it. I'll fight. And then she's like, I need to find whoever tattooed my hand. So she finds like in a tree, and she sets up like bait, and while like she's waiting for like this guy to go out and like paint this other girl's hand, the dude, like, the camera pans over behind her in the tree, and the dude like peeks out over the branch with this creepy ass grin on his face, and then he just like tattoos her back with like the same pattern. And then she like finds him, and she like tries to chase him down, and they're like fighting, and they make it to this like oasis area, which, like, the best way to describe the vibes were like a Greek, like an abandoned like Greek temple or something with tons of flowers and waterfalls and stuff. And I forgot to mention, it's kind of a musical. The characters have like musical numbers when they sing. So they're singing in Hindu, and it's basically the dude dancing with her. He's like trying to dance with her, but she's like trying to fight him, but he keeps like dancing around her and slowly pulling off different pieces of her clothes.
Pieces of clothing. And he's like swatting. So she's like in like this like looks like what you would wear on like a jungle expedition.
Yeah.
And when he's done, so he basically like spins her around, takes her shirt off. Spins her around again, takes her pants off.
And then lets her hair
like,
loose.
Instead of it, yeah.
He paints
like,
makeup
just
onto her and stuff like that.
Yeah, a bunch of just random bullshit. It's like, dude,
she's like trying to swing at him with a sword, and he like limbos under the sword to pull off her skirt or something.
Yeah. So he like rips her like pants or skirt or whatever she was wearing, and then she spins around. He spins her back around, and then it's like this like matching like bra and skirt set. It was the most confusing thing I've ever seen in media.
Yeah, so somewhere off screen he changed her full-on outfit, which means at some point he stripped her nude, which is very concerning. Bollywood, very concerning stuff. But it's okay. He's Bahubali, Captain Hindu, the hero,
the god.
Kevin, are we forgetting something from that scene?
Did you already bring up how their tattoos on their hand matched?
Oh, yeah. So she succumbs to his assault, and basically they start dancing together, and the tattoos on her hand match up to the tattoo on his hand and his shoulder, basically, to create like a bird or something on both of them, which kind of cool. Pretty.
Kind of cool, a little creepy.
Yeah.
It'd be cooler if he wasn't part of the 97%.
You know the vibes.
Kevin joined the 97% when that girl grabbed his shirt and screamed in his face.
Very true. She was screaming, "I love women." I was like, "Oh my goodness."
Also, I failed my stats class, but that 97% statistic was not a good fucking survey. Like, regardless of the outcome, okay? This could have been a survey about literally everything. If you read the actual survey, it was not good. I think they surveyed 1,087 women. They didn't take into account anything other than race. It's not anything, and they had such a vague term for what sexual harassment was that you could say almost anything was sexual harassment. The entire study was just literally deemed to drive the numbers up, which was absolute comedy.
It's like we're not discounting the fact that it definitely does happen too. It's just throwing out a number as large as 97%, that puts, I mean, both parties, male and female, as being potential assaulters. That just sounds almost impossible, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then I think you're also making it worse for the already in disbelief of the actual percentage. If you hike up the numbers that much, people who are already on the verge of belief and disbelief are going to automatically go to disbelief.
Dude, on top of the fact that it's insulting to the actual women who were sexually assaulted because some girl was like, "Oh, Chad looked at me funny. That was sexual assault." You're totally discounting the actual victims because of that. So fuck that. So fuck those people.
Yeah. Bahubali chick, I think she's definitely part of the real percentage though.
Oh no. She's there for sure.
Yeah. Okay. She at the beginning, yes. But what happens if she ends up falling for him? Is that still part of the percentage?
I think so.
You know who was low-key? Oh, sorry to cut you off.
No, I just said I think so.
Oh, okay. He rapey in their movies. Han Solo.
What did he do? I haven't seen the Star Wars movies in a while.
I was rewatching Star Wars last a few weeks ago. And I was watching the movie, and I looked over at my friend. I'm like, "Yo, Han's low-key rapey in this. I never noticed that." He's like, "Yeah."
What did he do?
Dude, he just kept he cornered Princess Leia in a room at one point. He's like, "I know you love me." I was just like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah, any girl that you back into a corner is gonna say, "I love you," so they can just get out of there.
Okay, what happened after that? Did he proceed to touch her?
Oh, he secured the bag, all right. But
okay, I'm not asking if he secured the bag. I'm asking, did he make the first move to touch her?
Well, yeah, you don't corner someone saying you love them and then not make the first move.
Did he consensually make the first move, Matt?
Consensually, that's questionable, but he made the first move.
George Lucas is going on the sus list. We're gonna have to review this film.
Yeah. Dude, just watch it. If you rewatch it, you're just kind of like, what the fuck? I get it, because it's in Hollywood, that Princess Leia is probably into Han Solo.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't look as bad, and it's there's this whole thing where people want you to get right up to the point where you're crossing the line, but not cross the line. Yeah. But it's damn, man, this is bold.
Oh, dude, one thing I forgot to mention about Bahubali is that even though it's actually spoken in Hindu and to be played to Hindu-speaking audiences, it looks like it's a shitty dub. The voices are not matched up to the actors and actresses at all. It is it's so out of sync that when we were watching it, Kevin thought that like his speakers were messed up, so he restarted his Apple TV. And yeah,
I just didn't think that it was possible for someone to release a movie like that. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. What language was it filmed in?
I think it was filmed in Hindu, and they just don't
Then
know how to
how the
edit.
fuck did they play the audio like 3 seconds late?
It was so bad. But that's just a testament to how good Bahubali is, that despite the editing mistakes, you want to keep watching, and it's a 3-hour movie.
I guess so.
We could totally just live stream fucking movies and review them. I think that'd be low-key like funny as fuck.
For an audience, here's like the sound, and we're just live reacting to it.
No, we'll just make that like one of the first YouTube videos.
I'm down. That'd be dope.
Heck
Cut together some highlights. But yeah, one other thing that movie did was they would have like CGI animals, like elephants, and every single time like there would be like, or a horse, like an animal on screen that was made of CGI. In the bottom left corner it would just say CGI, which I guess is like some legal issue they have. But I think the editor got lazy with that too, because there's some scenes. So like there'll be a scene of like someone stabbing a horse and then it falling over and then screaming. And then there will also be a scene of someone riding an elephant and they blow up the elephant and it flies and is like screaming. But it doesn't say CGI in the bottom left. So you're left to wonder, did they kill an elephant to make Bahubali? Like, it's just so sus.
Yep. Honestly, though, like, it kind of made it that much more enjoyable and stuff, because, like, like, everything was pretty much a warning. Like, this is not to be recreated. Elephant battle scene. Like,
oh, yeah. It would say CGI, do not recreate. I forgot.
Oh my god.
But yeah. The movie's a trip. The action scenes were just completely over the top. I remember the final battle in like the third act. Kevin and I were looking at each other in shock and awe at how like ridiculous the fights were. Like you would have dudes like doing a backflip and swinging the sword and clashing against each other. Or, oh, dude, there was a part that was so sick that like it was actually so genius that they shot like a tarp onto the enemy army,
that was so...
and they just like cover them. And me and Kevin were like, "Oh, that's actually like a pretty interesting way to like stop the army, is like cover them with a huge tarp, and then they're like stuck under it." Nah, they go one step above that, and they get a catapult with a flaming cannonball, and they shoot it into the enemy army. Turns out, the entire like tarp is like soaked in lighter fluid. So when the flaming cannonball hits it, it lights the entire tarp on fire, and they just like decimate an entire section of the army. We're like, holy shit, dude, that was so sick.
Jesus.
Like, impressive stuff.
It's wild.
Matt, you should be there when we watch Bahubali 2. You watch Bahubali on your own?
I watched Bahubali 1, to be caught up with the lore.
Yeah, and then we'll all meet up to watch Bahubali 2, and that'll be the first YouTube video.
I think we gotta listen to Demon Time first.
No. We don't need to listen to Demon Time. I've heard that song so goddamn much because of you three. It is like forever ingrained in my head, and I wish it wasn't.
Demon Time is good, though.
Demon Time, she's a fine after 9.
I just remember we were at the park, and I think I had already listened to it, and I think I sent it to Kevin on Instagram, but it was like me, Matt, and Kevin. We were at the park and we were eating cake, and we got back in the car, and I was like, Kevin, play Demon Time. And you're like, what's Demon Time? I'm like, it's the video I sent you. And you're like, oh yeah. So we found it, we played it. Matt was like crying the first time he heard this.
Dude, it's so bad.
The hottest bar in that song is "I killed the pussy but she's alive."
Demon time after 9, she's a vibe. Yeah, demon time, yeah, let's get the shaking. Shaking her back, get the break. Yeah, demon time.
Dude is rapping like a vampire. This is what it sounds like if Count Dracula were to make a song.
Demon time guy's agent is gonna come after us.
No, I don't think he's copyrighted at all. Plus, I didn't play 30 seconds, so screw you, UMG.
Haha, bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I need to look up the lyrics for this because they're very questionable.
Hardest bar. I killed the pussy, but she's alive.
It's like demon
Hardest
time,
bar.
demon time, demon time, demon time. I killed the pussy, but she's alive.
It's so stupid.
Her throat swallowed my soul, my soul. I don't feel nothing no more, no more. This bitch popping and popping. And when she starts, she ain't stopping. She swallow it. Oh wait, there's also Demon Time, OnlyFans, Pornhub, Strip Club, that's what's up.
Okay, hold on, time out. Tell me why.
Let's unpack that
these
lyric.
lyrics wouldn't go. Okay, tell me why these lyrics would go hard as shit if like Lil Baby decided to rap this, or like Uzi or 21, like anyone.
Reynold, can you tell
Like
me?
any
Can you do an
mainstream
impression
rapper.
of one of those mainstream rappers on how they would sing that one bar?
Which bar?
Demon, I'll read you. Demon, I'll read you the line, but I want you to do it how one of those rappers would do it. It's Demon Time, OnlyFans, Pornhub, Strip Club. That's what's up.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if I'll be able to sound like them, but I think I can get a decent. I'm gonna pull the lyrics up.
Yeah. Pornhub, strip clubs, OnlyFans. That's what's up. I'm Little Baby. Yeah.
No, that's Da Baby, not Lil Baby. Yeah. Demon Time, OnlyFans. Yeah. Pornhub, Strip Club. Yeah. That's what's up.
Oh man, imagine if Mario Judah did Demon Time.
My oh my, I have found you, demon.
Pornhub, strip clubs, OnlyFans, Pornhub.
Yeah, Randall, do you have the lyrics pulled up? It's Demon Time Radio Bass. Because there's apparently other songs called Demon Time. Randall, you there? Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
There we go. Yeah, you find the lyrics?
I did find the lyrics. Give me un segundo, por favor.
I want to hear
Okay,
you
I
rap
see
these
it.
bars. Second,
Okay. Yeah, second verse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Demon Time, OnlyFans, Pornhub, Strip Club. That's what's up. She's a hustler. She in Netflix and sucking dick. No shame in the game. She fucking with it. Yeah. Demon Time. Started off at 69. Yeah. That's cat got my tongue back. Shots don't run. I fuck with this bitch with my gun. 3 rounds I'm done. But the pussy. Demon Time. You know, like you can do it better than
I don't
that.
know. I like the Count Dracula vibes better.
See, I don't like that. I think it sounds mad corny.
Dude, my favorite line in here, we need to unpack these lyrics. We need to do a lyrical analysis. But one of my favorite lines is, she Netflix and sucking dick.
Dude, that's like a step above Netflix and chill. Like,
Yeah.
imagine if a girl's like, so, what do you want to do when I get there? And you're like, bitch, you Netflix and sucking dick.
No. You turn around with your cloak and you like swing around and you're like, Netflix and sucking dick.
Netflix and sucking dick.
What's another good bar? Okay. The pussy listening, whispering.
Dude, fucking, like, imagine if, like, his mom was like, yo, what's your internet history? Pornhub, strip clubs, OnlyFans, that's what's up.
Dude, look at it. Listen to this line. I hope I ain't tripping yet. Oh, Her legs behind her head, her tongue is out, she want anal instead. Sex toys, whips and chains, drinks and things. No cocaine, we smoke and run. We call it sex supplies. We fucking on high. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So good.
Lyrical master.
You go a couple lines down. I'm talking bling and light fixtures, gray sweats on. She got the dick grippers. Like, dude, how do you come up with
to be like imagery of like tight gray sweatpants that you can see the camel toe or something? Is that what you think he means?
It says she. No. I think what he's saying is when he's talking about gray sweats, he's talking about his gray sweats, and when he says dick grippers, I think he's talking about gorilla grip.
Okay.
Dude, the thing is, I have a feeling he wrote this song, then afterwards beat his dick and got like the worst post-nut clarity, but like it was already all over the internet, so he couldn't take it. Like,
Hey, what? I'm like looking at these lyrics and I'm like completely astounded that someone's like actually like writing and producing this.
And made a music video. Here, wait, Kevin. I need you to interpret this lyric for me. I want you to explain what radio bass is saying, because I'm having a little bit of trouble here. I think this might be a metaphor or something. So when he says her legs behind her head, her tongue is out, she want anal instead. What do you think radio bass is trying to say there?
Well, Gabriel, you see, what I think's going on is, well, I mean, it's quite simple. I'm actually doing it right now on my, but it seems quite self-explanatory. But I can't say I would ever find myself in that position.
So you see, Gabe, it's a Shakespearean reference.
Okay.
Yeah. See, radio bass is Othello.
Okay.
And
Attention enough in high school to know what the fuck you're talking about.
And his bitch, quote unquote, is Ophelia.
Okay. And her tongue is out. And
so
she
that's
wants anal instead.
You know how they had like poisonous swords, right? The tongue is supposed to represent the poisonous sword. And when he says do anal instead, it means that instead of Hamlet, pursuing like vengeance, Hamlet's gonna pursue peace instead, which is the anal.
Okay, so he's not gonna use the poison. He's gonna pop the cherry.
He's gonna pursue peace instead, which is pursue anal instead.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. I don't know how peaceful anal is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not out there.
That's true.
I don't know. Why don't you ask Othello?
Let me give you a second chance on another lyric here. We have where to go? After 9, she's a vibe. Yeah, demon time. Yeah, that ass gets a shakin', and her back gets a breakin'. Yeah. That sounded the baby, yeah. Let's not get that confused. What do you think he means by after 9, she's vibe, demon time? What do you think he's meaning by get that ass to
she's
shake
his booty call, man. Like,
well, clearly that is a reference to 1984.
He calls this chick when he wants to get a back up breaking.
Yeah,
and
after 9, she's a vibe. Anytime before 9, not a vibe.
Yeah. After 9, she's a vibe, because after 9, it's demon time.
Exactly.
Okay.
Ball.
And then I'm gonna add a follow-up bar. Not a lot of people know about this radio-based lyric for this song. Afterwards, she gonna be sleeping on the floor, cause that bitch be a whore. I don't want her no more.
Okay.
I think that was off the dome and not in the lyrics. But
I think I've seen the director's cut Matt's talking about. So you were referencing 1984. How do you think that line was referenced in 1984? That ass gets a shakin' and her back gets a breakin'.
So in 1984, they had a curfew, which was 9 o'clock, and after 9, it's a vibe. back then, it's a vibe meant like it's illegal, and that ass get to shake. And she's running away from the cops, and that back get to breaking means the cops tackled her and like broke her back.
Okay.
Police brutality, and now she joins the percentage.
Yep, this song is actually a very complex.
That's very interesting. Her ass get to shaking means she's frantically running from the police, and that back get to breaking means the cop caught up to her and tackled her. So really, this song is a commentary on police brutality, is what you're saying.
Oh, and I don't know if you know this, but ass shaken is commonly associated with African Americans, so it is implied that she is in fact African American. So this is actually a song devoted to Black Lives Matter.
Okay, out of curiosity, why did you feel the need to specify that the African American was black?
Because they're disproportionately charged by the police.
So then, I guess tying into the whole 1984 aspect, and Big Brother constantly watching, do you think that by them creating a music video for this, they're, in essence, it's, we're supposed to be Big Brother watching these events take place, in a way?
Exactly.
Damn, this shit's deep. Anyway, but baby, don't panic. Please explain.
Okay, I actually have a little commentary on this one.
Okay.
Pussy, he means iceberg. Like he's actually talking about the Titanic. He's talking about the tragedy that happened that day. And because the pussy's wet, like the iceberg, sank the Titanic.
So then, but baby, don't panic. Do you think that's just...
He's talking about Jack and Rose.
Okay.
On the door.
For that one, I think the Titanic section
was
the iceberg.
I don't think that iceberg gave consent. Anyway, he says, "Maybe don't panic." He's commentating on Jack and Rose on the door, and essentially he's his perspective telling Jack not to panic because she won't let him on the door, even though her fat ass definitely could have moved over a little bit.
Oh, 100%.
Besides the point.
See, but maybe that pussy sank Titanic. Maybe he's saying that even if Jack went onto the door would have sank because the pussy is too heavy, so it would have sank it.
The pussy was too wet, therefore making the door less buoyant.
Okay. And I have another line for you. Where'd it go? A walking zombie mommy, another bitch in the room, standing right behind me. Care to try to interpret what he means by a walking zombie mommy, another bitch in the room standing right behind me? I
think that's a commentary on demon time, because a zombie is undead, demons like an evil spirit. I think he's talking about the evil and the hate and the dissent in the world.
Okay, so the zombie mommy.
You try to separate yourself.
Oh, the zombie mommy might be the baby. Okay, I have an idea. So it's a walking zombie mommy, another bitch in the room standing right behind me. So I think the zombie mommy is basically he's demon timing his baby mama. The baby mama is coming back to his place asking for the child support, and in her rage she's almost like a frantic zombie trying to kill him. And the other bitch in the room standing right behind him is his new girl that he has, and she's cowering in fear behind her man as the zombie is attacking him. Radio
demon time, all in all, could be a commentary on your inner demons. Zombie mommy is saying once you unpack one thing, you turn around and you got more issues behind you that you need to deal with.
I gotcha.
You know what? We've been talking about demon time, but I think it's bedtime. So
I agree. Yeah, we're at an hour, 5 minutes. I think it is bedtime, gentlemen.
Have a good night.
Okay.
Good night.
Okay.
And remember, consent is important, guys. So take that with you if you take nothing else from this podcast, and don't contribute to the 97%. Thank you.
Consent is key. Listen to Demon Time. Watch Bahubali. Close your eyes for the rape scene. And yeah, check out the TikTok and YouTube. Check out the TikTok and YouTube. We finally have that up and running.
Ladies out there want to Netflix and be sucking dick, just hit me up.
Yeah, hit my line if you want a Netflix